everybody, Jack from DDO Players here again, back on Lamania. We have round 2 of our Lamania testing, and this time the Night Revels is back for testing. We'll take a look at the new dungeon in another video, but right now let's take a look at the vendor and see what we have new coming this year for Night Revels. This is all the same from last year, but then we can see what's this. The original Reaper's plate mail, which was available last year, but it wasn't called original last year. What could that mean? Lo and behold, there is a red version. I am so excited about this red version because, as many as you know, red is my favorite color. So yes, we do have a red version of the Reaper's plate mail. From what I understand, it looks exactly like the plate mail last year, other than it is red colored. And it looks like we need 120 dark chocolates, 80 spooky almonds, 80 sinister cinnamon, 80 shadow caramels, and 80 black apples. So if we compare that to last year's version, looks like they are, here we go, I can see both of them now, 120, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80. So the same amount as they were last year, so that is good. And then, of course, we have the helm that is also red as well. We have the things that were there last year as well, in case you didn't get the Death Smile, Silence of the Tasty Ham, Set of the Unrest, Head of the Night Hag. That is also available as well still. And the brooms are back again, and the diamonds and the skull grenades and the pumpkin grenades are back as well. Party Pooper, Death Ward, all of those were here last year. We'll scroll down here and see if we can find some other new stuff. Cloak of the Night is back as well. So that is good. So if you didn't get stuff last year, you can go ahead and run the stuff again and try to get some of the newer things like the Red Reapers, which I will be grinding this for the Red Reapers because, as I said, red is awesome. This is all last year still. Go through it, and now we come to some new things. This is called the Crystallized Entity. It's got it is a two-handed Great Club, +2 enhancement bonus, +3 tendon slice, 2 electrifying, 4 freezing, and 5 armor piercing. That is the Min-Lev 4. We have a Min-Lev 8. Min 12. Of course, we have a 16 version, 20 version, 24, and a 28 version. And then we have the Pick of Endless Night. This is a light pick, of course, hence the name, Pick. This is the Min-Lev 4 version. +2 enhancement bonus, Lesser Undead Vein, and Incandescent. This weapon glows with the light of iron. This weapon deals an extra 1 to 6 points of light damage on a successful hit. And as I said, does have Lesser Undead Bane, so that is nice. And of course, we have our 8 version of it, which +3. As you can see, basically the only difference is, of course, the pluses go up on the different versions. This is the level 12. The level 12 version also, as you can see, adds brilliance to it as well. Once again, this weapon glows with the light of iron. This weapon deals an extra 1 to 6 points of light damage on a successful hit. In addition, critical hits deal an additional 1 to 10 hit damage for weapons with a +2 critical number 2 to 20 for a +3 critical, and 3 to 30 for a ×4 critical. And then also Lightbringer on a Vorpal hit. If an undead struck by this weapon has fewer than 1,000 hit points, it is instantly slain. If the undead has above 1,000 points, it takes 100 points of damage. So that is handy as well. It's on the level 12 version of that. Take a look at the 16 version as well. You can see that it has the greater Undead Bane. The 12 version just has Undead Bane, so at 16 we get the greater. And then we have the 20. Then the 20 is going to add, go back to the 16. See, that doesn't have it. But on the 20, we have the Radiant Blast. This weapon stores the power of the plane of iron deep within. Occasionally, the dynamic power comes to the surface, devastating enemies with a massive blast of radiant light. So this is all about killing those pesky undead. Ever level 24, that adds Greater Sunburst. This weapon blazes with the eternal fury at the heart of the sun. Occasionally the power comes to the surface, unleashing a nova of light which will blind and strike an enemy, dealing several light damage to nearby foes. That is on the level 24 version of it. Level 28 adds Corsating and a Greater Sunburst. So you can see, as I said, this is all about killing those undead. And then we have our Star of Endless Night, the Min Lev 4 version. Our Min Lev 8 version. Our Min 12. And our 16. See, these have combat mastery on them. And the mid 20. And our 24 Morningstar. And of course, our 28 level Morningstar. And then we have a new dagger this year, the Spectral Dagger. It is a Min 4. Got Ghost Bane 2, +2 enhancement, Evil Outsider Bane, and Crushing 4 on the Min 4 version. The Min 8 version, that adds Vorpal. As you can see, Vorpal is not on the 4 version, but it starts on the level 8 version. Like how it has Ghost Bane, again, sticking with the Night Revels theme, and the undead killing, which makes sense with Ravenloft coming up. There is our 12 version. Our 16 version, that has improved Vorpal. Got our 20. Our 24, which is Ghostbane 5. 28 is Ghostbane 8, Superior Vorpal. And then we have some throwing daggers for the throwers in the crowd. So again, these have Ghostbane as well. There's our 4. Our 8. 12. 16. 20. Our 24. And of course, our 28. And we have our Eternal Wand of Disrupt Undead. Here's our level 5 version of the wand. are 7, 9, we have a Wind Up Nimbus Light, sorry. And then we'll back to what was here last year. We have our Cosmetic Hat Jack-O-Lantern, our Mabarian Head Spider hats, Ruby of Ghostbane is back, Ruby of the Vampire Slayer is back, Endless Night Ruby is back as well, Festival Solo Enchant Weapon is back, and our Doom Spirit Undead Beholder is back as well. So that is what we have to look forward to with the rewards from this year's Night Revels. And I said they have added a new dungeon. We will take a look at that in a future video here on DDO Players.